guys, welcome back to Advanced Bass Fishing, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel today. We're going to be talking about one of the most versatile soft plastic lures in bass fishing today, or has been for the past 20 years, and that's a Zoom Speed Craw. Looks like a little crawdad here, guys. We're going to be talking about this. I'm going to explain to you guys there's several different ways you can rig this and the conditions it works in, because it is a fish catching bait, and it has been forever, and it will continue to be so. So we're going to dig into that. And also, guys, I will include the Zoom Speed Craw link and my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of this video if you guys would like to get some. They have the regular Speed Craw, which is this, and they also have a Magnum model, which is a little bigger. They both are really good. Fish them all the time, so link in the description there. Okay, guys, here it is. I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but it's the Zoom Speed Craw. It's about 2 inches long. It's got sort of just a craw type body and got some tentacles on it. Now, the thing that really makes the Speed Craw unique is the cut tails on it, sort of like the Vibratail cut tails. This tail design is unique to Zoom here. They have it in the Ultra Vibe Speed Craw and the Z Craw Worm. It has a very unique action to it. It's like it has a lot of action, a lot of wiggling action like that, and it displaces sort of a minimal amount of water. So it's a really good compromise between the subtle visualness of the wagon tails and just the little bit of vibration it puts out. There's something about this bait that's special, guys. This bait it's one of those baits out there that's like you can't explain why it works so good. But personally, I think it's a combination of the profile and the action of the tails here. This is the key to it. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can fish a Speed Craw, and there's some different color options too. But let me just run through some of the ways that I like to fish it. The first all is just a regular Texas rig. Normally, I'll fish it like on a 1/4 ounce slip sinker if I'm pitching it and flipping it around, fairly sparse objects. I've also caught them, guys, punching it, like putting like a 3/4 ounce weight on it, punching it through mats. A really, really good flipping bait. Another way that a ton of guys catch fish on this is on a Carolina rig. It's a great Carolina rig bait. People don't fish Carolina rigs too much, but if you do, give it a try. It is a really, really good bait on a swing head jig or a football head jig trailer. So if you got a football head or like the Biffle hard head, this is a great small little tidbit, for that. It's excellent as a swim jig. A swim jig trailer, Brent Chapman, my buddy, got me on this. Any type of the Speed Craw, just the colors on it, it's just perfectly matched for a swim jig. And then also shaky head. I've caught them on shaky head. And so there's a ton of different ways that you can rig this thing, and they all work. And some people, it's like I talk to people all the time that come up with new innovations on how to fish it. And I don't know if I've ever had a bait that so many people tell me they catch fish on as the Zoom Speed Craw here. Okay, now let's go a couple of my favorite colors. I'll sort of go a little bit, when I use them. First of all, this blue sapphire. I really like the blue sapphire. This is what I use on a swim jig or a, some type of a trailer for a jig. The blue works really good. It's like a jig trailer for a finesse jig, or a lot of times I'll take it and I'll bite it, like make it real short like that and put it as a finesse jig trailer. Caught a lot of fish on that with the swim jig. The June bug, same type of a deal. I like a June bug as a swim jig trailer. Put like a black and blue skirt with the June bug color. June bug, this is also a good color to pitch and flip if you're in Florida or around any grass. June bug can work really good. The one that I've got here, this is probably going to be the most versatile one that you're going to have. This is just a straight green pumpkin here. Most of the time when I'm using the green pumpkin, I got the tails dyed chartreuse in it. It has a good perch type look to it. So one of my favorite ways to fish the green pumpkin is I'll put like a green pumpkin with an orange jig on a swim jig, and then I'll take the green pumpkin and I'll dye the tails chartreuse. It looks very perchy for summertime fishing. And then the watermelon, which is for a clear watercolor. This is the difference between the watermelon and the green pumpkin. Watermelon is a really good color for any type of Carolina rigging in cleaner water, or if I'm fishing a finesse jig in clear water, I'll use the watermelon color with that. But those are my primary colors that I do use most of the time. Another one here, here's one more that's a real favorite of mine, the watermelon candy. You guys have heard me talking about that a lot on the worms recently. Watermelon candy is a really, really good color. Cool thing about watermelon candy, let me show you here on the die. It really holds the die good, and it really makes the color of the pinchers pop out. You know, if you put it in green pumpkin, it sort of makes it sort of a baby poop, but you can see how nice and bright that lights up with the orange dye on the watermelon candy there. Looks really, really good in the water. But main thing, I just wanted to clue you guys in on this. I don't know if you've fished a little speed craw much, but man, it's just super, super versatile lure. Just up to your imagination how you want to fish it. Probably out of, I guess out of all the different techniques that I have, or ways that I've rigged a speed craw, the two most productive techniques for me has been using it as a finesse jig trailer, works really good on that, and then on a swim jig trailer. I probably caught more bass on a swim jig trailer and a finesse jig trailer than any other way, although I've caught them every way that you can possibly fish it. So anyway, guys, link in the description. If you guys like to pick up a few packs, talk later. See you.